birthday, Paul and Maggie. Hey, how are you? Congratulations. Woo! What do you think of all this, Jeff? It's your parents' 50th. What do you have to say?
Nothing really.
What do you mean? You love them. Say happy birthday.
Happy 50th birthday, Mom.
Okay, right here.
What's this?
Hello, Bernie. How are you? Welcome.
Great. Hi.
You look great. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, turn around. Say hi to. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Look at all the birthday greetings. Hey, what's up? Sky is upstairs with me. Hi, happy birthday.
Hey.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Tell more about the fish. Give me two.
Oh, you little chicken?
Fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take it down.
Hey, come on.
Let's go. And make our own. All that still we can try. They adore it.
Thank you.
Now we might have a
Okay, wait, where she likes it? She's eating mashed potato.
Potato, mashed
Why should
John Paul's 50th.
Not yet.
We're celebrating the greats here, but it's kind of drinking. All right, so John Paul's 50th birthday poem, assisted by my mother-in-law. Look around at all these folks. Their presence is no joke. Today we're here for Maggie and John P. Celebrating 50 years each. Wow, whoopee. When I was born, you were 4. Who knew after me there would still be more?
River, you're going to be in trouble.
After Dad died, our family was now 5, but thanks to Ma, we did survive. How many know you were born on a kitchen table in Genoa, Italy? That's better than stable. As a kid, I told you swallowed 3 dimes. But out came a nickel and a quarter over time. Then there was the time your neck was broken, something we forget and rarely spoken.
I'm okay. Kind of.
So we got, for months you wore a halo-type headgear. It was a scary time, filled with fear. For fun, we decorated it with 2 flags sticking up high. One American, one Italian. You were the international guy. Do you recall your airplane fixation? Being a pilot filled with constant constipation? No, imagination. But tennis consumed your high school years. Winning MVP, making Ma so proud and full of tears. About this time, in your same grade, you met Maggie and romance was made. When it comes to college graduation, you were the only one of us with higher education. You dated Maggie until after getting your college degree, and like Mom, you had 4 boys, not 3.
Come on.
Almost done. One more page here. All right. With your Rutgers Psych major, you're always on call. As family therapist, Dr. John Paul. I see long-lasting friends who today are here, Joe Serino and For 24 years as husband and dad, I watched with that sometimes when my head's in the sand. You young Paul shake me out of Bob's land.
That's true.
Scout Master, Provider, and Terrific Pro. Happy birthday, Paul, plus many more. Maggie. To Maggie, my dear sister-in-law, I see in you not a single flaw. As a woman surrounded by 5 big boys, you seem so calm despite the noise. The way you've excelled as a mother, the most important job of any other. Look at John Paul and your 4 men around. Because of you, your home is sound. And if I'm not exactly mistaken, besides raising your family, you've always helped bring in the bacon. You lived out your values and passed them on. You work as a team and your family is strong. Thanks for making my brother so happy. You're truly the best, even if it sounds sappy. Wow. I don't know how to follow that up. I really don't. Wow. I want to thank you all for coming.
Happy birthday to Robert.
Oh, somebody else. Don't worry. You'll always be younger than us. Right?
And then there's Steve.
Steve.
Oh, wait, there's one thing I wanted to say. There's a little thing you have with Mark. I don't know, it's like an Italian thing. It's a dialect or something. Can you help me out with this?
Like
You
what?
gotta talk to him.
You talk to him and it's like, it's not Piemontese, it's not Italian. It's,
Well, if you know Italian,
If you know Italian, what we do, or at least I do, I butcher the language because I never really learned it correctly, is we just leave off the last part.
And it
So,
becomes a dialogue.
come stai, come sta, or whatever I make up. And texting is really good for this because you know how texting is. You just put one letter and you try to figure it out what the other person's saying.
I was scratching my head this morning. I don't know what you wrote.
Yeah. So what was today?
I don't know. You had a...
I asked tutto bene, and I said tits K. You understood tits K.
What does that mean?
Come on, you understood the tits K. Tits K. Tits are always okay. Anyway, I want to thank you all. This is a real wonderful surprise. You know, love you all. Maggie and I, you know, great team. And have her by my side all these years. Next year will be 25 years. And to think of a very person to spend the journey with. My high school yearbook, my goal was to be happy. And I couldn't have been happier than I am now. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Hi, I'm going to get one more guy up here.
no, not me, not me.
He's the big brother. He's going to get up here. Just say something. Say something to your brother.
What am I going to say?
say something to him.
What am I going to say?
Remember you told me something today? He threw something at you.
Oh no, when he threw the thing at me? Remember when he threw the bread at me? You scratched my arm? I broke your owl. You had a little owl that you made in school. A ceramic owl. And I broke it on you. Then I was laying in bed and you threw a piece of bread.
Throw it back.
He was so mad that I broke his owl, you know? You don't remember that?
See, he remembers that one.
I remember the other story.
Which one? What, when you used to throw the things down to me? In the back of the house?
Yeah, that too.
I go, John, I need one of those things, you know what I mean?
The balloons he's talking about.
You
Anyway,
want me to tell the story?
yeah, you can say.
What?
The balloons, you know what the balloons are. Well, Mark only wound up having 2 children, wonderful children. I had 4. So what happened? He said, well, it was because I lived on the 2nd floor. It was hard to catch when he threw them up. So that's how I had 4.
I love you all. Thanks for coming.
All right, one last brother after me is Steve. He's going to come up and say something.
Wow, put me in the spot here. No, I'm not going to stand up. We're going to make it short. This party's about you guys, not about me. Wish you both a happy birthday, 50th, as well as your birthday, Robert. 40, what was that? Oh, 6? Okay. So enjoy yourselves. Thank you. I love you all. And once again, party!
One of John Cole's best friends, Joe Serino, will give us some stories about the...
Leslie, get this.
I don't have that much to say about here together, getting along. Because in their junior, I guess their sophomore, junior, and senior years in high school, I'm pretty sure I can remember 3 or 4 separate occasions where they came to blows over the stupidest things you could imagine. Where are my shoes? I don't know. Yes, you do. Bang, pow. I didn't think they would ever get along with one another. They used to literally not go in the house at the same time sometimes because the other one was in the house. And I was hanging out with John, and Nick was hanging out with with Mark, and there was like a very strong dividing line down there with how things were going. But I will say that I was very fortunate to be in college with John, and we were roommates together, and we were in the same fraternity house. His nickname was Dog. I can't remember why. Oh, and Old Man, yeah, that was his nickname too, because even though he was in college and he had a girlfriend, it was like he was already married. He was the only guy in the fraternity house that was very clearly determined about what he was going to be doing with his life. And Robert said that he'd been a role model to him, and I can say that to this day, whenever I get into a tough situation, family situation, a personal situation, I say to myself, what would John do? And then I almost always do exactly the same. I almost always do exactly the same.
Well, tell her to ask her questions, about when he was born.
My best wishes is to Maggie and my son John Paul. I can't talk anymore. Yeah.
You didn't make it to the house.
On our kitchen table in Italy at 6:30 in the afternoon. And then, well, Nanny's here.
John very much. He's the best son-in-law I have. I wish both all the happiness in the world.
Well, I don't really have much to say. I knew that someone was going to ask me to say something, so I've been trying to think of what I would say. The first thing that I've noticed as I started to grow up is that I have taken on a lot of both of your mannerisms. And although sometimes I go, oh no, I'm turning into my father, oh no, I'm turning into my mother, I couldn't think of 2 people that I would rather be like. Because my mother, she's very giving, she's very caring, and I know if I ever need anything, she'll be there for me. And I know my father, he can do anything, and I know I don't say this enough, but when I see you around the house, able to fix anything, able to fix any problem, it really wows me. And I wish I was able to do the same.
Especially if he had the roll of duct tape. You can do anything with that. You can fix anything. He always has the roll in his car.
And just the dedication to the Scouts and all the things you do, and these 3 and me, and it's just amazing. And so I couldn't think of any 2 people I'd rather be like or have as my parents. And I love to see you 2 together. I know sometimes you argue, but then you get through it all. It's amazing, and so I just love you guys.
Well, I wanted to say that I don't really get age at all. When you're 49, you're okay with it. When you're 50, you're all crazy and insane. You're around the
That's great. That's awesome. Happy birthday.
Watch out.
Hello, say hi.
Be very careful. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, very good, my happy.
This is Spartala.